Hello, hello, sound check.
All here, just daring someone to try and get this wisdom rune.
Yeah, they'll kill the wolves too. They send those in. A decent amount of them killed throughout the course of this game. A lot of sentries.
Alin?
That should allow 23 Savage to keep the attack up
Dire's middle tower
onto that sniper.
under pressure.
Well, the wolves go forward, they hit the buildings, starting to drop. They live a long time. Don't manage to quite kill that tier 1 tower. But getting closer to it, and the smoke will not bear fruit, it looks like.
See, maybe some point the Agnes will come out here.
I mean, this is annoying split push to deal with. And again, for XG, it feels like they want to play much more grouped together, which does hurt this style a lot more. Look at the building damage. It's just been working away at it. And now Shiva's almost completed for that Centaur. Saw how impactful that could be in game number 1. Finding the right targets off the back of the XM Queen of Pain.
Yeah, Q just betting it all here on the Blink Dagger for that Dark Willow. Trying to make those big solo plays.
Off like a shot.
God, he is, I mean, I think you just can't do anything at XXS at this point. Like, he has so much armor. He's got 4,000 HP at Crimson. No. Like, he's just a force that you're not going to mess with.
No, you just have to straight up ignore him.
Yeah.
There's no killing this hero right now until he's the last one left.
The Wolves just not being hit by XM, living through it while he tries to pressure them out. Super annoying to play against. And ZQ in the meantime is also eyeing up an ace.
Paano ba to? Pala.
If they're not in position, we know how terrifying it's going to be to fight there because of the time zone.
Yeah. Well, and they got it too, so potentially if it's a quick spawn, XG could just take it and they might not even know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so 35 seconds away, and as XXS will tank the tower and start to bring it down, this makes the contest option even harder for them.
It's a good trade though. Same time you can see Lornoff take the tower up top.
Oh, and they're not even gonna get it. Backdoor kicks in.
Still don't know if they do much about this though. They can just take a little bit of chip damage on the top tier 3 here as Lornoff will just march up, beg them to come home. I don't think they're going to give him the opportunity though.
So again, quick Roche spawn. If they can get them to force them back, XG, they're going to be in a weird situation for the Rose contest. So yeah, they are all making back.
Oh, he times up.
Oh my God, he just destroyed him. Lorenov not ready for that one at all. And Arrow finds Ollie right through the trees. Another casualty as Aurora, they are going to lose 2 off the back of this.
I think he just bet on the fact that he'd be better.
Hello. Pala. Pala rinig.
Stadium loss for Aurora. Set up again for the Roche now, but the more important thing is you're losing this net worth on the core that was already in pain. I mean, the lowest of the cores was the Storm Spirit. The question is, can they get this Aegis now? I feel like they should be able to, even without time zone, but you can see they're actually going to play it safe. They're not going right into the pit. Maybe just wait for everybody and then go.
Yeah, you know there's an ancient camp to be farmed here by Ame, so
that's true.
Quickly get that, but that time, it's going to allow the Wolves to get down here from Jabs. I'm sure he'll maybe send one in to scout out. There are he's going to see, oh, he could actually attack those wards, but he's too busy. Got to go into the Roche and say, oh, they're not in here, nice. But instead they're all smoked up, they're hiding, and they're moving towards you. Now, we have the blink here on Q. He could break the smoke and get out. He can set up for Lornov. There's no time zone for 15 seconds, but there is a Lincoln Sphere picked up from the Faceless Void all of a sudden.
They might not know about that. Jump forward. XXS finds the stun, jumps onto XM, trying to kill him off. A couple more seconds. Can they get him out in time? Thinking about going, Lorenov jumps away.
Jabs just got blown up alongside Ollie.
They didn't stand a chance there.
Blink stomped dead.
It's way too much damage. That's the problem. And like the fact
blown up because of one stun.
It is crazy if you look at how much damage got done in that tiny little window there. And now Aegis on Ame.
Oh, 23 Savage, he shadow steps in here, wants a free pick on the Zinc because of the ward.
And he gets it.
All right, that's something. Slow them down.
You gotta find whatever you can get here. There needs to be these little windows where like something is going right. Ame, time zones. He's coming for you. You gotta get out of there. There's nowhere to go. The storm goes down and showing the value of this much maligned facet choice.
It's just so good versus Storm Spirit.
It's actually winning them the game.
Yeah, he can't play. Like, Ame is just using it as a one-to-one counter. He does not care about anyone else in this game. He has a job, he has a target that he's going to kill with his time zone, and he has done it.
Really?
No.
Classic here of the Spectre versus the Sniper, and you're seeing why. Of course, Ame, the one with the Aegis, means no second opportunity there as they're counting on just protecting XM in this game and not allowing that to happen, but it was a ward that was just freshly placed down there from Ollie.
In a way, that like Ollie needs to be the one to get so much value out of these Fiend script, because they can do that to either Sniper or the Faceless Void. Like, he is not insurmountable here. You can break the Lincolns and go right forward, but yeah, they had an idea that there was a ward there.
Yeah, and Q also, I got my blink on Dark Willow. What do I need next? A Midas. I need the Midas here on the Willow.
Are you kidding me?
There is a plan for Q, and the plan is to get nice and big and golden and shiny.
He's brought down to half HP to these Spectre illusions.
Yeah, this Bloodthorn combination is just a quick assassination here.
How strong can you get in this game for Spectre? You're also queuing up a nullifier for him, and instead decides to go back for the Aghanims first, is now what they've got queued up. And Ame, the big bad carry of last game, a couple levels behind right now, but still with the...
Aghanims done.
Yeah. The old school ability.
I would do so much in these engagements.
Well, and the other big question too is like, if these pickoffs keep happening, is there eventually a window where Aurora can win a fight? Because each of the like big 5-on-5 engagements feel.
But XG, they do know that Shadow Step used, they can just go ahead, take this tower. And again, no matter how many wolves they take down, there will, or sorry, no matter how many wards they take down, there's still the problem of the wolves. The wolves could be setting up for these Shadow Step plays throughout the mid game. That's why this is a nice little combo. So you're probably going to see XG stay kind of tight as they move across this map, and that means they might keep growing a gold lead, but they won't end up growing this really big XP lead at the very least.
Yeah.
Oh, but look at this, a little fake back here. They actually smoke in behind, not allowing any sort of a Shadow Step setup.
Interesting. Jump forward, get the stomp. Dark Willow dead. Does have buyback. Only hero in the game with it right now. And deciding to make this move. Taking that tier 3 tower as well.
At the same pace, pretty much.
The Wolves hit it very, very quickly. So this is going to be a tier 3 tower and likely a Rax in exchange for a tier 3 tower.
He has to be careful though. Might have the same problem that Lornov did if he comes back there with the time zone.
Split push, eat your heart out. It is not as strong as it used to be with these Lycans, but it's still something you got to keep in mind.
They do manage to get it though as the Aegis is expiring. There's no immediate smoke out here from Aurora. We don't have the classic post-Roche smoke quite yet. They got to clean up these lanes a little bit.
And there it is, the Aghanim Scepter. So Haunt is ready now, and you've got a ton of kill potential. Haunt, pop all of your stuff on him, the Bloodthorn, Popping Manta, and you can probably take down these supports, as Willow, like you said, does have that full Midas completed now at 39 minutes. And you can see in comparison, like, Dark Willow's farm is going to start taking off in comparison to Mirana's if this stuff stays static. Oh, he's underneath the ward.
Yup.
They don't know about this one. Okay.
Got the spidey senses were tingling, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful about that.
Jabs does finally queue up the BKB. He's been farming up gold for a while. Kind of just need it. You know, if you want to have any hope of actually using your abilities and your damage during your ulti, feels like a necessity right now for his team.
And Ollie just waiting for somebody to pass by as he queues up the Ags too.
Yeah, he's got his blink grip. Also trying to find a setup here for 23 Savage.
40 minutes in, and this push and pull that we're seeing between these two teams continue. When XG get together, it's really hard for Aurora to fight them, but when Aurora manage to find these pickoffs, it starts to feel a little bit better for them as well. Full butterfly completed for Ame.
He is just... The time zone damage is going to be ridiculous, right? He has the level 20 talent with a plus 80 attack speed, so currently he's getting plus 230 attack speed in the time zone alongside his allies.
And Solar Flare, yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean, yeah, he will kill everybody, I'm pretty sure. Even through Blade Mail, probably. I mean, like, I don't know. This is going to be a tough one.
Yeah, well, I think that's why he's going for that next choice as well there, and this Satanic makes sense, right? Doesn't want to be locked down by the Mask of Madness.
Absolutely. Still, windows to fight. As off to the side lanes they go, turning off that Radiance and running away was Spec.
It's going to be so much pressure on 23 Savage. We talked about the pressure on Jabs, you know. It worked out, right? They didn't get run over in the early game. They managed to kind of stabilize things. This lead isn't too crazy or anything here for XG. Now it feels like that pressure has been pressed over 23 Savage, who now jumps in.
And they find him.
That's a big boy, though.
Ame is there with the time zone, immediately lifts him up and destroys that Bane. They force out the abilities and manage to get away with everybody else. So the main loss there is going to be the Fiend's Grip. But they force everybody from XG back to the base, and 23 Savage gets out.
I mean, that is definitely biting off more than you can chew. That's for sure. The Centaur War Runner, it's not the hero they want to go on there. That felt like a limit test. Just like...
Huli na naman. Gawa ba nito? O siguro nito.
Maybe a chance to try and kill his support from back in the fountain.
And Aurora, they're trying to get as much XP as they can here onto Lornov. They actually leave the Wisdom Rune for him there. Q says, go ahead, I don't need it.
Right.
As they're going to jump very quickly, blowing up DY. See you later.
I mean, this is what I'm talking about.
But
yeah.
you can't get it.
A little bit too scary.
Yeah, I think good choice there.
So they secure the gem. It's BKB done on Lycan. And yeah, Q just farming away these creep camps. That's the problem, right? Anytime they just like get a little bit of separation, death. Dead on the supports, except for XXS, because again, he's not going to die.
Oh, they're going
And in
to
fact,
Jabs.
he's going to find Jabs here. Has to go into that shapeshift. Eul Scepter tries to run away. Not easy to get out. And yes, the root, the finish. Dead Lycan.
The tough one here, though, is that means the Roche has just respawned, and he has no way back into this game right now.
They have Hex.
You know what? He just got his...
Yeah, it was
really
like
hurts. It
just
was on
done.
the courier, yeah.
I'm over here.
Oh, it feels like they needed this. They have this... But... Oh, XG.
Look at the solar flare with this. This is a little bit of absurdity coming out. And yes, they will And now XG. Is it your time to shine? XinQ runs on down. The Shadow Realm, but don't know if that's going to be enough to get him out of trouble. Gets the blink away. They'll also have a Yule Scepter assassinate just a little bit out of range. And so they can't quite connect onto the Dark Willow. Buying some extra time.
Man,
and forcing the Stampede.
They're immediately back down on this bottom creep wave, though. And Solar Flare is going to be back in about 25 seconds. If anyone steps up here to try and delay this,
yeah,
I think Ame is just going to jump.
No, it's a death trap. Has that refresher shard too. And Q jumped on. Ame now there, breaks the Lincoln Sphere. Yule Scepter trying to survive a level blink afterwards, but can't quite manage to get out. Does have the Lincolns broken. They're waiting to see if they can get it again. With that enfeeble, drops it onto Ame to try and get a little bit less damage done. Lincoln's broken now. Have Fiend's Grip ready, but you know that you're not going to be able to get the full duration on it. Too difficult. Jumps for the back line, wants to find him, time zone down, Storm gets to the far side, Ame now hits onto that light and he runs away, barely getting out, able to survive through it, XinQ low, a huge Curse Crown, and the Terrorize too, do they have enough damage to take him down though, XM starting to drop lower, but the cheese, he survives, Nullifier onto Ame, trying to bring down XM, there's the BKB finally used, the disarm is there, Laurent jumps back in, wants to take down XM, they're trying to get away on 23 Savage, but it's not enough, Laurent is in trouble, XM will die, the Storm manages to get away, and somehow they hold. But will it matter? They still have a refresher shard ready to go. Ame, he gets away.
Oh, the bobbing and weaving somehow escaping there. A huge defense here from Aurora. It is painful to lose your Spectre, there's no doubt about that, but at least, I mean, that looked like it could have been so much worse, right? People are barely getting to the time zone, getting up to the high ground there. They can breathe a little sigh of relief if they actually do leave the zone here. XG will back up and give them a chance to recoup on Aurora. They're going to keep this game going.
Somehow they hold on what felt like a death push here. As you can see, the decision to jump for the back lines and just barely getting away, and then almost took out jabs too. All of those bashes coming out.
Yeah, and then a very clutch cheese here from XG. 23 Savage, unfortunately, it looked good. Like, it looked like it was going to be the mop and bucket situation where Spectre's going to come in and clean up a fight that so many of the resources had already been expended, and now there's not that much left for the Spectre, but it wasn't the case. XM's able to just turn until finally getting cleaned up by a Lornov. That's a huge part of that last fight that they needed so bad.
But it does also speak to potentially some concerns for XG. If you lose, well, not lose, if you come close in that fight, when you have Aegis, when you got Cheese, when you got all these big abilities, will they be able to execute when those are actually used up? Now, they do still have that refresher shard, but can they keep this sniper alive? Will it end up mattering? They got an MKB now done on Ame. Maybe he's going to be all the damage himself.
Looks like that's the plan here. Of course, it's very annoying getting through these trickster cloaks. Very annoying dealing with a lot of these items, but has the answer now. Jabs continues to just push top.
And down bottom.
Is called out here by XXS at the same time.
Yeah, so they won't have the Centaur in this fight right now. They kill off the creep wave that was coming in bottom. And maybe an opportunity. Does have those bots.
I mean, look at this lane control here from Aurora. The top lane is hitting, middle is at the mid, but they're going to keep pushing in bottom.
And they decide to go. This did not work. Him down, but burning through that Aegis is pretty huge. And in the meantime, Jabs did so much work.
Sound.
The theme here in the next itemization, right? Try and lock down and try and kill because you bought these nullifiers.
Sa OBS. Hello.
The map if you're trying to take down a tier 2 tower on the bottom lane. That's for jabs.
But these waves are really annoying.
Oh yeah.
Like they just keep pushing them out here from the Radiant side. Now that's going to be the shard finished up here on our Spectres, so help with the dispersion a little bit there.
Right. So being able to activate that one and then do some extra dispersion damage, very valuable against these high damage heroes.
They still just have the Silver Edge on XM, so that's the break that they're working with right now. Could be a key factor in winning some of these engagements if he can land that.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
Roach up. Well, we're going to find out how long it's going to take in 30 seconds.
The other thing that we had seen built up for a little while was the Lycan Silver Edge. So Jabs queuing it up and trying to get that one completed to break the backtrack damage would be very, very nice, as well as a potential answer for Ame.
Buying out for it? Okay, now he just ran by the shop. I was terrified. I do not think that's the play. He's only got a 1,500 surplus right now, so I definitely do not think... Oh, that's going to help him, though. 3 bounty runes just found in the Dire Jungle.
Wow.
Cool.
Very nice.
All right, you're welcome, team. That's going to cut the lead down a little bit.
3K gold.
Ba't kaya walang tunog?
See a pathway for Aurora here to find a victory. They can get where they need to go. Ollie is in deep.
Trying to set up again once more. Has some vision here.
There's an opportunity. Xingqiu find somebody else who's just off on their own. It would be huge.
Yeah, it's a great game for the Ninja Gear here. Just watching out for these assassination plays with a Shadow Step can help keep him protected. And in terms of protection as well, Q has finished up the Wind Waker, so there is no buyback on this Dark Willow, but there's a huge save potential because they do not have the nullifiers on the side of XG.
Still, again, keep in mind that time zone refresher is at the ready for Ame.
And it's 10 seconds till the next Roche. It's going to be spawning on that Radiant side, down bottom. They have control here on XG. They've actually dropped a shrapnel in the pit as well here, so...
Okay.
They might just keep popping those down. Of course, has the 25 talent for it.
Looks like they're just going to miss that it's over there. And in the meantime, Bane, I think, reveals on a ward up top.
But are they still going to go?
Are they deciding?
They're still going to go.
Jabs.
Jabs.
Goes in, gonna pop the boots of Barry, gonna try and tumble throwing it out of there. Jabs running, escaping.
Always out.
Just like that, he gets away.
The plan, though, he BKB'd. He wants to go back in.
And they're thinking about it. XM already getting found. There's the grip. Do they have enough? Can they get on top of him? Where's the help? Loretta right on top. DY starting to fall. Ame there too. Hitting away. Time zone finally gets dropped. It's on to 23 seconds. He doesn't have any way to go either. Lorenov has to zip to get away. XG starting to pick up speed here now as they find the storm. Able to dodge that zip, but eventually they get their kill.
They went for it all. They went for the fight. They weren't sure if it was good, but they didn't want to try and wait for another engagement. There wouldn't be a shapeshift. There wouldn't be the BKB. He felt like that was his moment here from Jabs, and the team followed alongside it, but they couldn't connect everything. He throws the nullifier into DY, tries to kill over there. They're trying to get this grip kill onto XM, but they don't have the damage in time.
And he buys out for a Desolator right now, too, on the Lycan. As you can see this yet again, Everything got used, and of course, when they brought that refresher back in, that second time zone was what absolutely destroyed 23 Savage.
Yeah, he left and he comes back in, and then it's this re-goose attempt here where things kind of go awry, right? You get the grip on the sniper. Back in the main game, we got a real fight here. It's Lorna jumps in.
Hello, hello, sound check. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, sound check. Sound check, hello, hello. Hello, hello, sound check, hello, hello, sound check, hello, hello. Narinig. Pangit tong sound. Sobrang delay naman ito. Meron naman pala, mahina lang. Hello, hello, sound check, hello, hello, sound check, hello, hello. Sound check yan.